Remember, this is merely a Google world, and we just live in it. One way or another, we will all come under the thrall of these godlike potentates as they weave themselves into our very DNA and leave us unable to exist on any human plane without their interference. Of course, I mean their loving assistance. So when someone seeks to challenge the mighty Google, the financial firmament shakes, the hacking heavens tremble, and Wall Street wonders how they will ever survive. Got all that? Welcome back to Bulls, Bears, and Bucks, the Newsmax Director of Financial Newsletters, Jeff Yastine. You've never gotten a setup like that before in your life. So here we go.
I think it sounds like the Borg is coming. You shall be assimilated.
Well, I mean, come on. If you think about it, between Google and Yahoo and all the rest and Apple, I mean, we all pretty much are just going to have something inserted into our brains any moment now, which is why we all think that Google's got this. They've got it knocked. They're taking control. But here's AT&T now rolling out a Google Fiber competitor called GigaPower. Got to tell you, I love to see competition here. What's the difference?
Well, there's not too much of a difference here so far in terms of where they're doing this. They've both chosen Kansas City. Google Fiber has been working that out for a number of quarters now. And now AT&T is coming in saying they're going to do something called GigaPower, which is going to offer a very high-powered internet offering, internet speed offering to people in the Kansas City area. And the price would be, for Google Fiber, is $70. AT&T's GigaPower offering would match that price point. However, this is the trick on this. They are allowed to, track you and follow you, and that's regardless of how you clear your cookies and those sorts of things on your internet browser. If you don't want to be tracked and followed, so they can serve up advertising essentially to you, then you have to pay an additional $29 fee. Some would call it a privacy fee.
So basically, it's what is your privacy worth to you?
Right, exactly. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of value people put on that, because we're all sort of getting used to, in some ways, being tracked and knowing when we don't want to be tracked. And the marketplace will be deciding what that price is.
It's interesting, too, if your privacy is worth about $350 a year. I bet that there's a lot of people who are going to snap that up the more we learn about the NSA and so many other places. It might not be a bad idea. But then again, they're taking on the mighty Google. Here comes another one of those mighties, if you will. Sony's profit is going to go up 25-fold by 2018, but they're going to get out of, they might get out of phones and televisions, right?
Eddie, and actually, I'll make a full disclosure here. I own this stock. I bought it a little while ago when the company began making noises that they were going to start divesting a fair amount of their assets. And Sony, they're into so many things. We know about Sony Pictures. You're familiar with Sony products like the DVD players and all that. But they have so many other divisions. They make they make medical cameras, they make medical equipment. They have a semiconductor unit. They make batteries. They make hard drives. They have a life insurance division. They have an internet banking division in Japan. So this is a company that's accumulated this gigantic hodgepodge of businesses, and they're looking to divest these. They've already divested some, and they're looking to divest more and really focus on their core profits, and that's where this forecast from Sony is coming from.
All right, interesting note here. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway disposing of its entire 41 million share stake in ExxonMobil, $3.74 billion to buy into John Deere. What should we take from this?
Well, clearly, Buffett does not see, he sees higher returns in John Deere and other places where he'd like to park the money rather than allowing that money to be tied up in ExxonMobil going on into the future. He's seeking a higher above inflation rate return, and he doesn't see that with ExxonMobil's business prospects going forward. He still made a small profit. I looked, before I came in here, he bought the 2013 stake, 41 million shares, at a rough price of around $90 a share. And if he's been selling it over the past quarter, he's been selling it from around $100, $102, all the way down to present prices, which is almost $90 a share.
Better be careful.
So he still came out above, with a slight profit anyway.
Got to be careful, because anything Warren Buffett does, there's people out there right now going, sell, sell, sell. get rid of it right away. That's the kind of power that he has. Here's the power that we have. We can give you advice on what to do 24/7, and we can give you a little bit of an idea as to what's happening in your money world. Just go to Newsmax.com, then click on the Money News tab, or the Money tab there. Takes you to Money News. Jeff Yastine, the entire crew, will give you the insight into what's happening. Also, don't forget how a covert plan could basically take care of everything else around the world at this point. FIRcollapse.com. Go ahead and check that out as well. Jeff Yastine, always a pleasure, my friend. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, there's a good reason why if you go up and call someone a millennial, they may strike you with anger. It's coming up next.